our Girl Scout ambassador, Ashlyn McConnell. She is going to share a few words with us about what Girl Scouting means to her. Now, this young lady has been a Girl Scout for more than 10 years and will be honored in May for earning the highest award in Girl Scouting, which is the Gold Award. And achieving the Gold Award requires a minimum of 80 hours of work and demonstrates that a girl is a leader who is organized, determined, and dedicated to improving her community. So please help me welcome Ashlyn McConnell.
Good evening. I'm Ashlyn McConnell, a junior at Pattersville High School, which is just right outside of Greenville. But first I'd like to start off by telling you guys a story. One day, a young girl and her friends were playing in the backyard. Now behind the house was a wooded area with lots of trees and lots of bushes and stuff like that, and her friends discovered a trail. So like all kids, they were curious and decided to follow that trail. On the way, they collected things that they found interesting. Some gathered unique-looking rocks. One found an old key. They found pecans that had recently fallen from the tree. And of course, they found trash, which was an old aluminum soda can. Now, they brought all of these things back to their house and put them in a box. And whenever they would get together on the days and weeks that followed, they would pull out these collectibles as if they were valuable treasures. They pretended the rocks were precious stones for royalty that were bartered and traded throughout the centuries. The old key they found unlocked an invisible room, filled with anything and everything they could imagine. The girls kept the pecans together, buried in a hole for safekeeping. And the empty soda can, that marked the spot where to find these pecans. Now, as I look back on this story today, I really understand its meaning. The group of girls was the Daisy Troop I started out with and grew up with throughout my Girl Scout journey. Although the number of girls in our troop became fewer and fewer as I got older, I still remain close to each one of them today. The rocks we collected weren't just pretend treasures. They really were precious jewels. They were the memories we shared in forming solid friendships. And our rock collection, or in reality our memory collection, grew larger and larger over the years. Although the buried pecans never grew into a tree, the lessons we learned continued to blossom. We braved the unknown caverns in our spelunking trip. We shared our skills in outdoor cooking, and we learned to build a fire. The key we found opened more than an invisible room. It opened our minds, and it opened the possibilities of who we could become. I now have my eyes set on medical school to become a pediatric neurosurgeon. And my sister Girl Scouts have equally as challenging goals set for themselves. And that old soda can, well, that's the best part. We not only left the trail better than we found it by picking up that trash, but we started making the world a better place, I think. We've gone on to volunteer in our schools, our communities, and our churches. We've earned our silver awards and gold awards, and we've become leaders among our peers. Each of you here today are also making that difference. We all share that Girl Scout spirit by leading others and creating a path for others to follow. You are making the world a better place. So I thank you for supporting this program and for the many opportunities it's given me.
Ashlyn, what a great example you are about what Girl Scout women are, young girls or women. That's awesome. All right, now I'd like to introduce Karen Lechka Wingo. She is the Women of Distinction, on the Women of Distinction Committee, and is also a member of the Board of Directors for Girl Scouts of South Carolina, Mountains to Midlands. Karen?